When I create these videos, the topics that I discuss, these are topics and issues that I've struggled with and that I'm growing through. I relate 100% to limiting beliefs and to fear. And just the other day I was having a conversation with somebody about my past and the things that I've gone through in life, and how guilt from our past can cause issues for us, and make it hard. Hello world, and welcome to another edition of Set It Off Sundays. I am your coach, Joshua Silva. First and foremost, I'd like to say thank you for you taking the time to watch these videos. If you find value in this channel, please make sure that you click that subscribe button below. And for notifications on every time that we drop new content, make sure you click that little bell icon on the side to notify you of what's going on. Again, I am so excited for the topic that we're going to get into today, and I cannot wait to jump right into it. So I want to challenge the voices that are going on in your brain, the ones that say things that are not polite, the ones that tell you you're not good enough, the ones that maybe make you feel some type of way about possible success in your life. We all have them. We all have doubts. We all have fear. And in this video, I want to attack the limiting beliefs that you have inside of your brains. There are strategies and ways that you can go about life and getting the things that you want. But in order to even understand how those strategies are applicable, we have to first attack the fear that's inside and the limiting beliefs that we have in our brain. So I want to talk about three strategies or three ways that you can overcome the negative self-talk inside your head. The funny thing about our fears or our limiting beliefs is sometimes we don't even realize that we have them. They're disguised. They're disguised in excuses. I can't do this, or I won't do that. Because if I do, I'm going to hurt so-and-so's feelings, or if I don't, if I go get my college degree, then I'm turning my back on the streets. There are so many excuses and stories that we tell ourselves in order to mask and cover the fact that we have some sort of fear or limited belief in our own success. So I think that the number one thing that needs to happen first and foremost to eliminate limiting beliefs and to get rid of our fear is we need to acknowledge that it does exist. And this is something that I don't think is very, very difficult with children, but more as we get older, as we become adults, and we start to think that we have, a level of knowledge. We don't want to so much admit that there are certain things that we don't know or that we don't understand or that we're fearful of. And I think that it's a big problem, something that I see a lot today with young adults and even older adults. The idea that we can only do so much, and we're trapped because of societal views or a silly thing like taxes or not having money. Like, there really is nothing that can stop you from doing what you want to do except for you. And typically it's an idea of we don't know where to start, we don't have the patience or the ability to go through the amount of time it takes for us to get what we want. The bottom line though is we can do anything. Anybody can do anything, and it's been proven. I mean, there are people that have come out of the hood and made, billions of dollars. And there have been people that have, built successful companies without having any real knowledge of that industry. They learned and they grew. And, these people are not special. They bleed, they walk, they do everything that you or I do. The only difference is they believe in themselves and they address their fears and attack them right away. Once we are able to acknowledge the fact that we do have some sort of limiting belief or fear, the second thing is to get support, get help. And again, this is something as adults, our ego and our pride usually gets in the way of. We don't want to admit that we need help, when the fact of the matter is nothing great was ever built by one person or one man or one woman. It was a team, and there were shortcomings that everybody had on that team, but there was also strengths that others had that they were able to fit with each other and create something great. It's super important to understand that it is okay to ask for help, especially when you have a belief that doesn't suit you, that may have been instilled inside of you as a child in some traumatic form. It's been set inside of you to believe that you are not good enough, or you can't read that well, or you don't retain information, or you're no good with money. There's a lot of things that happen in our childhood that we bring into our adulthood, and there are limiting beliefs that we may need the perspective, or the viewpoint of somebody else in order to pull the true strength that we have inside of us out. Our fears and our limiting beliefs typically are part of the environment that we were brought up in. And we look around and we listen to people that we respect and we revere as children or young adults, and they do contribute into what we believe ourselves to be, or they can. And that's where a lot of fears and limiting beliefs come from. So once we acknowledge that, we have these limiting beliefs and we have these fears, and we start to get the support and put together structures to eliminate those and be the people that we really want to be. Something that I really believe is overlooked is the fact that it's not going to happen overnight, and we have to be gentle and forgive ourselves. It takes time to do anything. To do anything, it takes time. And if we're focused on building the lives that we want to build and becoming the people that we want to be, it is super important to know that it's a process. It's a journey. And it takes time to get the right ingredients and develop the right strategies and build the right teams and find the right routines and find what works for you. So go easy on yourself. Be gentle with yourself. Be kind with yourself. I mean, there's things that we say to ourselves inside of our heads that we would never let anybody else say to us. Why? It's not necessary. We're going into 2020. It's a new year. You have the opportunity for a fresh start. You have the opportunity to really give an honest effort to pursue and chase the things that you want, the things that are good for you. In order for that to happen, you got to start up here. You got to get rid of that limiting belief, the negative self-talk. And it's not something that you're going to be able to do on your own. You gotta find support. You gotta find help. And more importantly, you gotta admit that you have them. So this week I challenge you to grab a pen, grab a piece of paper, and just write down everything that scares you, everything that you believe you're not, and everything that you wish you could be. Put it on paper, and let's figure out how we can make your dreams come true. Let's figure out how we can make you less shy of a person and more outgoing and doing all the things that you want to do. It's possible, and it's in you. You just got to figure it out. But it starts with identifying the problem. and getting right to it. When I create these videos, the topics that I discuss, these are topics and issues that I've struggled with and that I'm growing through. I relate 100% to limiting beliefs and to fear. And, just the other day I was having a conversation with somebody about my past and the things that I've gone through in life and how, guilt from our past can cause issues for us and make it hard for us to move forward into the future. I've been forced to face my past and bury the negative parts of it and keep the good stuff. No judgment, no guilt. Just moving forward and focused on becoming the best version of me that I can be. And if I can do it, I know you can do it too. My name is Joshua Silva, and I hope that this week you're able to overcome some of your biggest fears.